Hey there, my name is Mr. Ridley, and I am so excited to be your music teacher for virtual learning. Since we are virtual learning, things are a little bit different than if we are in person. So the biggest difference is that this video is a video you're going to watch throughout the entire lesson. There may be times where I ask you to stop it or pause it to look at another video, but don't close this video because I'm going to ask you to come back to it and we're going to have conversations about things, all right? So I want to see who was listening to what I just said. I'm going to give you guys a link to a song, a Just Dance song called Waka Waka, which is one of my favorite songs. What you're going to do is you're going to pause this video, you're going to do some Just Dance and have some fun with that song, and then you're going to come back to this video, okay? So I'm going to give you 5 seconds to pause it, go have some fun, and then after that, I'm going to continue on with the lesson, all right? Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so hopefully during that time, you were able to watch the video of Just Dance and Waka Waka and have some fun, and now you're back at this video, okay? So like I said, my name is Mr. Ridley, and I am so excited to be your music teacher this year, all right? Now, there's a couple of things that I actually wanted to talk to you guys about. I want you guys to know a little bit about me, and maybe I can learn some things about you as well, okay? So I want to ask you guys a question. Do you know what this is? If you do, those are Pokemon. Now, I don't just love Pokemon, but Mr. Ridley loves video games. I wonder if there's anybody out there that loves video games as well. Like, I love Sonic the Hedgehog. I love Mario. Anything that's video game related, I love it as well. Let me ask you this question. Do you know what this is? If you see it, it's the Avengers. Now, Mr. Ridley doesn't just love the Avengers, which I absolutely do. I love movies. And I'm curious if you guys like to watch any movies as well, or if you guys seen any movies over the summer. Next thing is, I see that? Big Hero 6, right? Now, the reason why I added that was because I absolutely love Disney. There's a lot of Disney things that I love, but I especially love Mickey Mouse. And I'm curious, is there anything that you guys like that's Disney related too? Do you guys watch any Disney movies? Have you seen the Zombies 2 movie? Pretty good movie, right? The next thing about me is that I absolutely love music. And that's kind of a no-brainer, right? It's kind of easy to say, well, of course, Mr. Ridley, you love music because you're a music teacher. But there's so many things about music that I love. And I'm curious if you guys also love music or what you guys enjoy about music. The last thing that I truly love is that I love silence. Which, you hear that? That thing that we just heard, that we just witnessed, is something called silence. Now, I love music, but we can't appreciate music until we learn silence. So both of those go hand in hand, okay? Next thing I want to talk to you guys about are our classroom rules. Since you guys are at home, the rules are a little bit different, all right? So just make sure that if I ever ask you guys to speak on our classroom or Google Classroom, you guys are doing so in a school appropriate manner, all right? And make sure that whatever you post is something that is safe and appropriate, all right? Now, I want to ask you guys a question. What is music to you? Is it something that you see? Is it something you do? Is it something you say? Or is it something you hear? I'm going to ask you guys to, again, in a minute, I'm going to ask you guys to pause this video and you're going to open up another video that I'm going to attach as well. It's called What is Music? It's about a 5-minute video, not too long. So when you're watching that video, I want you to listen to how do they describe music? Do you relate to anything that they're saying in that video? Do you think anything is different? How would you describe music? All right, so in about 5 seconds, I'm gonna give you a chance to listen to that video and watch it. Ready? 5, 4, you should be loading the video now. 3, 2, 1. All right, so going back to the lesson, if you watch that video, there's a couple things that they said in it. They said that that music was a language. It's a way of communicating. It was a color, like people could see a color. It was also a feeling. I know that when I listen to music a lot, it makes me have a lot of feelings. It could be sad feelings. I've listened to music that made me cry. I've listened to music that's given me a lot of energy. I've listened to music that's made me angry. I've listened to music that's made me very happy. Music can be whatever you want it to be. All right. Now, I'm going to ask you guys to watch one more video. Now, if you've been in my music class before, you've seen this video because we've watched it before. But in this video, it's a song called Heal the World. You're going to see kids that are about your age doing different things singing the song. While you're watching this video, there's a couple things I want you to think about. What are the ages of the students? What instruments do you see them playing? Are they doing anything else besides playing those instruments? All right. So again, I'm gonna let you go ahead and bring up that video. You're gonna pause this video. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to do so. And then afterwards, after you watch that video, you're gonna come back to this one. Okay, ready? Here we go. So now that you've watched that video, hopefully you were able to answer those questions that I asked you earlier, like what are the ages of the kids? If you realize a lot of those kids were around your age or maybe a little bit older, maybe a little bit younger. The instruments that they played, there were some kids that played a guitar, there was a piano, there was someone who was making a beat on a dryer. Also, what did they do besides playing instruments? They were kids that were singing in that video. There were kids that were dancing in that video. There were kids that were rapping in the video. The reason why I show my students that video is because a lot of students, when they see that video, they think that the kids in the video are making a lot of money or that they're professional. But to be honest, those kids aren't any different than you. So in our music class, we're going to do a lot of things that those kids do, all right? Because you're just as good as they are, if not a little bit better, all right? Now, the last thing I'm going to actually ask you to do is a worksheet. In this worksheet, you're going to see it's going to look just like this. You see how there are 2 columns? One side has Mickey on it. The other side has SpongeBob on it. You'll see it attached to your Classroom Dojo, all right? Excuse me, not Classroom Dojo, your Google Classroom, not your Classroom Dojo. On the side with Mickey, I'm gonna ask you to write 3 things that you like about music. It can be anything that you like about music. It can be your favorite artist. It could be your favorite song. It could be your favorite instrument. It could be just how music makes you feel. You're gonna write 3 things on this side, all right? On this side, you're gonna write 3 things that you want to learn in music this year. This side is so important to me because it lets me know what you want to do in this class. If you don't tell me what you want to do, then I'm just going to start guessing. It may not be the most fun class for you. So this is a chance for you to tell me exactly what you want to do in this class, all right? So again, the instructions are on the side of Mickey. You're going to tell me 3 things that you like about music. It can be anything. And on this side, you're going to tell me 3 things you want to learn about music, all right? So with that information, I'm going to be able to see everything that we're going to be able to do throughout the school year, all right? So that's it for this video. Hopefully you were able to watch the other videos as well as watch this video along with those other videos. And please make sure that if you have any questions or concerns, you contact me on Google Classroom or by email. All right, have a good one. Bye.